just finished packing a little. I don't know, I always kind of feel like I'm missing something, but I've just accepted that I'm always gonna feel like that. I'm super nervous to go on a plane. I haven't been on a plane since I was like 5. I don't know, but like I wasn't even conscious then, so I feel like that doesn't really count. So I feel like this is just like my first time going on a plane and like being aware, you know, going to New York for the first time ever, and I'm really excited. It's still kind of cold in New York, I think. We're going the first week of April. It's hot right now in Texas, like it's already like 80 degrees and I'm already sweating whenever I go outside. So it's gonna be really weird going to New York and feeling cold, packing super, super light, only bringing a carry-on bag, so I can only bring like a really limited amount of things. Unfortunately, I can't bring my cutest outfits to New York. Everyone's just gonna have to look at me and think I'm a normie, which isn't true. It isn't true, guys. Like, I wear cute outfits, but I'm gonna have to look like a normie for the sake of not overpacking things. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I have everything together, and then we're gonna head out. And then in the morning, we are leaving at 5 a.m., I think.
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
It's like snow.
Transfer available to be 45.
First day in New York, and let's just say it's a lot different from Texas. Texas!
Hey, that guy's getting smacked in the head.
My very first cherry blossom tree ever. My very first cherry blossom tree.
Yeah. Heck yeah. She did it. Guys, everybody congratulate her, please. Please congratulate her.
Like a sprout of the tree. Can't touch it though.
Okay, John. I literally put it in my mouth. how people work there.
Yeah. First Smisky. I said I would never buy one, but I did.
I got one too.
My boyfriend got one too, the little clothes one, and I got the art museum one. We're gonna open them right now. It's like candy. Okay, I'm not gonna look.
Poo-poo's in poo-poo.
He has a little mustache.
Cool. There you go.
A little painting palette. Cute. And they glow in the dark. Can you see it?
It's open.
Got the red panda. Or is it a raccoon? What'd you get? Pants. Always pulling his pants.
Dang, bro, what were y'all doing?
Like, ooh.
Salsa's good.
You're
parts are the same size, but they differentiated them by turning them in different directions and shit.
That's like a down payment.
$35,000.
Everything's okay. walks along the dock with some sailors' pay shoved down in his sock. Everything's okay with some little boy in blue who don't know you like I do. Everything's okay. Took him back to town. Well, I didn't get paid today, so I'm in the lost and found. And I wonder if that clown knows just what to do, what to say and what not to. Pretty words that you whisper, maybe I misunderstood. Somebody's not paying attention. What they promise and their word isn't good. Everything's okay. I'm looking for you now, down here by the bay, where the water pounds up against the wall that I'm coming to, 'cause I can't stay away from you. I don't need no satisfaction, and I don't take just because I can. Sometimes I get a strong impression that you just don't understand that kind of man. Everything's okay. I can see your face down there in the waves, painted and erased. But I'm told it's just the reflection of the moon, a big fake resembling you. Come on, go down in the water, fill my mouth up full of sand, and I'll be waiting, still impatient with my dead imagination, while you're with some other man. Everything's okay. I'll be with you soon. I'm walking out to place, my arms around the moon. Yeah, I'll be with you soon, just as soon as I pay. I'll walk across the water, everything's okay. Walk on the water, everything's okay.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the street. Merrily, 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 merrily. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Video. Our last day in New York City.
Y'all gotta see this. My Timbs fell apart.
He broke his shoe.
My Timbs fell apart, man.
His Timberland.
I'm gonna have to email Timbs.
Give it back. So I'm finally back home. Unfortunately, but fortunately, because I was getting kind of homesick by the end of it. And like my legs, my kneecap specifically, I don't know why my kneecap, my left one was hurting so bad. I didn't think that my young youthful legs would betray me like that. Like by the end of the trip, I was literally limping. I was limping like a dog, and like even the freaking elderly people were passing me by, and I was like, what the heck? And I swear, New Yorkers, especially like native New Yorkers, like y'all are built different. Like, cause the people walk there like they're like cyborgs, or like like I knew it was gonna be a lot of walking, but I don't think my body was like anticipating that. I wish I did like stretches before like the day started. But honestly, like I loved being able to walk everywhere and like get to point A from point B without a car. The transportation and the subway was so fascinating to me. I think cars should have never been invented. I think we as a society are so individualistic that we have become so dependent on cars, and just like everything is so far away from each other. And I feel like we could have benefited more from having more transportation options. You know, I wish we had built like freaking subway stations across the US, and I feel like it could have been possible if we hadn't, you know, invented cars. A walkable city is such a dream to me, and those are like so rare to come by. So New York was like, it was a dream. I am someone who has like driving anxiety kind of, so I would take having a hurt knee over being in a car accident or being stuck in traffic, or just having to keep up with the expenses of owning and having a car any day. I would take a hurt knee over that any day. I feel like living in the suburbs my whole life was both a blessing and a curse, because I do have a sense of appreciation for Texas. Like living here my whole life, I've definitely seen like the beauty of it, and I think there's like some spots that are you know, have a very special charm to them. I love going to Austin, and downtown San Antonio is really beautiful. It's like a little taste of Italy kind of, but you know, like I don't live in those parts, and because Texas is so huge, there's like so many small towns, and I live in like a little small town surrounded by other small towns, and you know, the views aren't great. It's basically just like a capitalistic hellscape of mega corporation after mega corporation, fast food places, and everything just feels so like money, like it's all there for money. It's so hard to romanticize those things, and I admit like sometimes I do struggle with making videos because my environment isn't very interesting, and I feel like therefore my videos might be a little boring or redundant sometimes. So I really have to like try to make my videos as interesting as possible to make up for the fact that I live in a suburban area. Going to New York was like crazy because I feel like there was always something to film. Like I had my camera on me at all times, and like you could just like press record, and like there would be something cool, and just there's so much like beauty in life over there, just always something happening. But I think definitely like living in the suburbs my whole life has made me appreciate the small things, or maybe like the less noticeable things, because I'm not really like used to that type of excitement. I definitely like live in comfort over here. It's not loud, it's not busy, it's very calm and collected. I feel like New York is like the polar opposite of Texas. Even the way people act over there is like so different from here. It was honestly kind of like culture shock, because I had like many experiences with people in New York where the way they act, or like their mannerisms, and this is just like a huge generalization, okay, it's not everyone there, But, you know, from the experiences I had, I noticed people there, they act mean, but they're really being like nice. They're very blunt and straightforward and basically like, don't waste my time. Me and my boyfriend went to go eat lunch in this place. It wasn't like a fancy place, it was just like a grab and go food. And there was like only a few chairs, so we had to stand up, and my boyfriend was sort of leaning against this table. And, you know, we were like super tired from walking all day, so he was just leaning. It wasn't even an employee, it was just like someone that was there. You could just hear her like yelling like, hey, don't lean on that table, you're gonna break it. And then we were like, oh, sorry. And then she was like, here's a chair for you guys. And we were like, oh, thanks. Whereas if that happened in Texas, like, they would tell you in the most passive-aggressive way possible. They'd say it with like a big smile on their face and like a cute little country accent. Like a lot of people in Texas, especially older people, they sound nice, but they're not actually being nice. Only reason I would probably not want to live in New York is for an obvious reason, which is like it's insanely expensive. And I knew going into New York that like we were gonna be spending money, but I just like wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. Me and my boyfriend were super hungry one day, and we couldn't really find a place around us to eat that was affordable. So I was like, why don't we just buy something from those like food trucks that are on the side of the road? Like those must be cheap because they just sell like hot dogs and stuff. So we're like, okay, let's go. So my boyfriend ordered like a hot dog and some fries, and I ordered just a simple corn dog. There wasn't any prices on the menu, but still, like, I just assumed like cheap food must equal cheap prices, right? So the guy hands us our food, and the words $33 is your total comes out of his mouth. And I was like, ooh! I thought he made a mistake, but no, like that was the price. And you know, he already gave us the food. I had already taken a little bite of my corn dog, and so there wasn't like, I don't know, I felt like a bad person if I was like, I'm not taking this. So we just paid it. Well, my boyfriend paid it, but you know, like I felt that in my heart. It was basically $15 for a corn dog. A corn dog. And like, not only was the food expensive, but the thrift stores, the place that you're supposed to find cheap clothes. I felt like I was in a Black Mirror episode. Like seriously, those prices scared me. Like I found like this cute shirt and I was like, oh, this can't be like more than $40. And then I looked at the price and I was blind. I put it back down. It was a jump scare. You know, usually in Texas, like when I go thrifting and I see like something that's like a little bit overpriced, but it's not like too overpriced for me to like be, you know, sort of outrageous about it. Everything in New York was like crazy, and I just I feel bad for like people who live there. Like if you know a thrift store in New York, keep that to yourself. You better gatekeep that with all of your heart. And do not tell a soul about it, because as soon as you tell someone like a hidden gem in New York, the flock will come running and then they'll ruin it for everyone else. So keep it to yourself. Like I'm fine. I don't think you guys understand how good the suburban thrift stores hit. Like that's the one reason why I can't complain about living in the suburbs. The thrifts are amazing. Even though I'm like a very introverted person, and you know, I like to stay home, because there's nothing to do here in the first place, so it's like, why would I leave? But the reason why I love big cities is because there's like always something that would like make me want to go out of my room. And I'm someone who like, it's weird, like I love being in big crowds, and I love like being alone in big crowds and watching people, and like I've always loved like going to amusement parks, and I loved like it being busy. Like whenever I go to an amusement park, like if I were and it was like slow and there was no one there, like that's boring to me. Like I feel like part of the fun is just like, I don't know, being with like other people and like watching other people, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I feel like being an introvert in the city would be really fun, and like it sort of like help balance myself in a way. It was pretty much everything I imagined. It was dirty and at many times smelly. But it was also just like the personification of life and art, and it was just so awesome, and I really hope I can go back one day. That's pretty much it for the video today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it was enjoyable. Hopefully one day I get to go back. I would in a heartbeat. So yeah, bye guys. Mwah.